I would be lying if I said that this was my first time trying to make this video. This is actually my 5th time. Over the past couple of months, I've been trying to figure out a way to get into this topic because this is a turning point in my life, in my career, that I believe is gonna set me up for the rest of my life. I've been trying to figure out the right way to do it, and I've been focusing on it too hard that I haven't been able to fucking go through with it because I just been stuck in my head trying to be perfect, when in reality all I want to do is share my story in hopes of inspiring somebody and bringing value to those that might be in the same situation that I was a couple of months ago. Now, for those that know me, for those that know my story, then you more than anybody know that I worked my ass off for this. I manifested this. I started as a front desk associate, moved to lead, and then decided to take on the role as the content creator and main social media manager / person for Alphaland. So this was something that became a part of my everyday. This is something that I worked my ass off, something that I pursued for a very long time. And it's crazy to see how something I wanted for so long ended up not what I wanted for myself. Now, I want to make this clear, because I am very grateful to Alphaland and everybody that I've met through me being at Alphaland. I learned so much, I experienced so much. My skills as a videographer, photographer, even in graphic designer. I don't consider myself a graphic designer, but I had to learn how to do graphics for Alphaland, and even that I am extremely grateful. And it's just crazy to see that something that you worked your ass off for so long just ends up not being the best thing for you long term. These are things that I didn't notice overnight. These are things that were building up through the years and through trial and error, ups and downs, mistakes that I made, things that they did on their end, because I was the first one to do social media content for them. Like, officially under the social media manager title, I was the first one. So I was the guinea pig. A lot of this stuff was kind of thrown at me, and although at the time I was extremely grateful, I mean I still am because I learned a lot. I was extremely grateful, and I was trying to handle a lot of that on my own, which was extremely hard. That it obviously caused me to burn out. It got to a point that I wasn't even happy creating the content that they wanted me to create. I just felt like I was just going through the motion, just being repetitive, not really showing up for myself, and that's not somebody I thrive to be. So I immediately noticed, and something needed to change. Now, over the years, I've been able to build my production company, Valuable Production. I was handling Alphaland content while also building my own personal clientele and building connections for my production business. Extremely happy that I was able to manage the two. It was a lot of work, but I was able to manage the two. I was still filming outside of Alphaland, which was making things better. I feel like I had something on the side that was distracting me from what was actually happening at Alphaland. You can't ignore the feeling for a very long time. Like, you just gotta trust your gut. Once I noticed that I was starting to resent going to Alphaland, I knew that it was time for me to go full-time with Valuable Productions. While being at Alphaland, a lot of the times I thought that it was me personally, and I try to find an excuse to not listen to myself, tell myself these different narratives in terms of, like, am I being ungrateful? Like, if this is what I wanted for a long time, like, how come I feel this way? And I started to ask a lot of questions. I started to blame myself in a lot of these different scenarios. But in reality is that Alphaland, from the beginning, it was never something I wanted long term. It's something that I saw a lot of potential in, and it's something that I would have loved to be a part of for much longer. But everything happens for a reason, and the fact that everything happened whenever it did tells me a lot. That was one of the main things. Like, I was mentally going through a lot personally, trying to figure out why I was feeling a certain way, or this is something that I asked God for a very long time, something I worked for. Why do I feel this way now? What do I need to do? And you start asking, you start doubting. But at the end of the day, like, Valuable Production is where I want to be at. That's what I want to truly focus on 130%. It's crazy because I actually just started in the wedding film. Valuable Wedding Films is actually a thing now. I'm focusing on that now. I have a couple of weddings and stuff already booked for next year, which is extremely exciting because it goes hand in hand with what I want to do, which is storytell. I feel like a lot of people get stuck in this position to where you don't know if you want to leave your 9-to-5 or the job that you're at right now because you feel like that's what you deserve. No, you deserve way more. You deserve the world, and it is yours to fucking go get it. So limiting yourself, creating these false narratives in your head to stay where you're at in life is completely ludicrous. It's something that I've worked on for a very long time, and like you guys are seeing right now, it's something that I still struggle with. But at the end of the day, like, you create your own reality. Telling yourself these false narratives, you're going to, the more you keep telling yourself, the more they're going to become true. Although I've been able to build so much off of Alphaland, I knew that I wanted more for myself. And I knew that valuable production was the way for me to do that. Freedom for myself, my family, to be able to travel the world and to be able to document and share many more stories down the line, because I believe that my journey has literally just begun. I'm still on this path of self-growth and building my business, building my relationships. It's a never-ending process, like I said on my last video. It's just something that is so beautiful and so pure. Me recording this video is actually helping me in this current moment to stay locked the fuck in. Know your worth and get clear with the things that you want to do. Make sure that the people that are around you, the environment that you're in, aligns with the person that you're trying to become and the things that you want to do. It's okay to be selfish at times. You have to first take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. And that's just how it is. So if you can get clear with the things that you want, you can start working towards the person that you want to become, the life that you want, then everything else is just a byproduct of you doing so. I want to contribute. I know that I was meant to bring value and be a sort of service to people, and I wouldn't have gotten into this point if I wouldn't have put myself first. I don't want you to be stuck. I don't want you to be stuck in a place that you feel like you can't grow, or again, telling yourself these false narratives so you stay put in where you're at in life and creating these limiting beliefs that will not allow you to move forward. And that's just simply it. If I can help someone bring value and inspire somebody to just take that one step towards the life that they want to create, then I'm gonna do it. Making this video was extremely important for me because this is the second time that I leave my full-time job. Back in 2020, I left my job as a warehouse associate, and then just now I left Alphaland as a content creator, social media manager, because I believe I am meant for more. I know how scary it can be. A lot of people's circumstances are different, but just create a plan with your circumstance wherever you're at in life. Make sure that bills are taken care of. Make sure that if you have kids, they're taken care of. Make sure that you're able to create a plan that works for you, but that also works for your family and the people around you. Just take that leap. Just take it. Just risk it. And if you're young, risk it now or regret later. And if you're old or if you're older, you still have time to recover. Don't limit yourself because of your age. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all in the next video. Comment down below if you found any value or anything, any help from this video. I want to make sure that I'm actually doing something, and the only way that I can know if you guys are engaging and interacting with me. So I'll see you on the next one. Peace.